All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Forever Sports, and more importantly, Forever Rugby. We are here now. This is sorry, let me sort this out. For the Harlequins versus Cardiff game, and I'm quite keen. I haven't done a Harlequins game in forever. I haven't watched one in forever, and some exciting teams going up here. Let's see. Harlequins named a really strong team today, with the likes of Marchant starting on the wing, replacing Lewis Liner, which is he's dropped to the bench, which is an interesting call. But overall, it's a really good team. You've got Garcia Botta, Walker, and Kerrod as the front row, Tizard and Levis as the lock pairing, Lorde, Kenningham, and Don Brandt as the Lucy's. Danny Kerr and Marcus Smith, 9 and 10, solid, really solid pairing there for Harlequins. Andre Esterhazen, another big South African at number 12. He forms a really good partnership with Smith and is quite often on the scoring sheet. Jones outside him with Murley and Marchant on the wings, and then Tyron Green at number 15. And then Cardiff, who have been struggling recently because of missing a lot of their first team players. Although they've been showing up. They had, I think it was something ridiculous. It was about 12 debutants in the 23 again in their last match. They line up with Jenkins, Yardley, and Davies King in the front row. Lawrence and Davies in the lock pairing. Lucy's are Jenkins, Moore, and Botham. Thomas Williams and Fish at 10, so a good 9-10 pairing. Halaholo at 12. He's a very good player. Ray Lilo at 13, so it's a very good center pairing. Kabango and Josh Adams on the wings, and then Winnett at fullback. So I think it's going to be a good game. I see Harlequins taking it because they've been playing quite well recently. I know they narrowly lost to Leicester, but Leicester are top of the Premiership at the moment. And that was, at Leicester's home ground. So not a shocking result, should we say. But let's look at the benches. Harlequins bench, 16 Musk, 17 Hobson, 18 Wilson, 19 Simmons, and 20 Taulani. 21 Jaltema. I've never heard of him. Jaltema. 22 Northmore, and then 23 Liner. I imagine Liner will get a decent amount of game time today, considering he is absolutely on fire and on form for Harlequins recently. And then Cardiff's bench, Reese, Evans, and James, the front row replacements. Ainsty, Mann, and Lloyd, Evans, and Wilkins. Again, a lot of new faces for Cardiff. But again, a lot of opportunity for them to impress the coaches and show what they're all about and what they can do. Cardiff again, as they're saying, Cardiff had to dig deep for the second week in a row with their very depleted squad, and they reckon it'll be a fairly easy task for Harlequins on home turf. I think Harlequins will do well, but I don't think it'll be as easy as they probably think. Yardley is getting his first start after his debut off the bench last week. Winnett at fullback will earn his first cap for the Welsh side, and there's more debutants on the bench. Reese, Evans, Mann will all pull on the Cardiff shirt for the first time. So it's a bit of a baptism by fire for some of them, considering Harlequins and their pedigree in the competition at the moment. But I think while it is a difficult game to start with, I think there's nothing for them to lose. They've got a good litmus test for all of the new players. So I think they should do well. To achieve that festive goal. Harlequins, 2 changes in the front row from the side that won in Castro. Yeah, so Harlequins have made 2 changes in the front row. Kerrod and I think Botta. Kenningham comes into the back row for Harlequins. And Stephen Levis, former Sharks man and South African, is captain of Harlequins today. I'm keen to see what Smith will do today. I haven't watched him play since England, so quite keen to see how that goes for him. But we're going through the teams at the moment. I think players to watch at the moment will probably be Smith. I'm going to go with Smith, Marchant, and Tyrone Green. I think they will all three of them will have big games. It's my first commentary on Heineken Champions Cup match, so looking forward to it.
Still on hold, Jason Tubby, after an HIA last week, hasn't made it. This week, the previously suspended Ray Lilo, he's back at centre though, partnering.
I don't know who Fish is. I don't think I.
Debuts, replacing the now suspended, equally young Jacob
Cabango.
His try in France last week, Lewis Line and Ben Shazed, and Quins give some fresh front row talent of their own again.
Jaltema. I want to see how they pronounce that.
With solicitor Alan Rees of Cardiff RFC, Nathan Evans of the Academy, Wales under-20 captain Alex Mann, all joining the group.
Not ready.
Well, this can be a pretty raucous place when in the mood, but the crowd here.
I'd like to go to this stoop. I've never been there, but I would love to go to a match there, especially now Harlequins are just such an amazing side.
As with the performance of the players, even though the scoreline has left Cardiff.
I mean, I'm now a Bristol supporter because my cousin plays for them. But I was a Saracens fan before that because he used to play for them and he moved there from he moved to Bristol from Sarries. It's quite sad actually. My cousin could have played for Harlequins, but they chose not to take him on forward from the academy level, so he went to Saracens. Bit of a loss for them, to be honest. I think he would have been very good at Quins. Players are out. Well, Cardiff are on the field now. If you're wondering what I'm wearing, it's my South Korean rugby polo. Quins are coming out onto the field now. Danny Kerr and Marcus Smith, I think they'll work very well together. They usually do. Might actually share. I'm actually going to share this to the rugby group.
Champions of their country before, they couldn't do it. Indeed, never beyond the quarter-final stage in this competition. Cardiff past finalists in the first ever Heineken Cup, smoothly on 25 years. They find themselves still without 42 players in these strange times.
All right. There's quite a bit of smoke on the field now, so just waiting for that to clear. Frank Murphy is the referee. He's from Ireland. Okay, so it's apparently a late change of the officials. They were all French, and now they're all Irish. So the game is about to kick off. Marcus Smith has the ball. And kickoff has started. Smoke's still in the air. It's taken. Oh, and it's knocked on immediately by Cardiff. So Quins have it now. Oh, picked up on halfway by what is he? That's number 4. Who's number 4 for Quins again? Number 4 for Quins is Tizard. That's right, Tizard. And then threw it straight to a Cardiff player. So they'll go back for the scrum. So straight into a scrum. 26 seconds into the game. Let's see how Quins scrum does. So the scrum is set. Both packs are locked. And Danny Kerr puts the ball in. Straighter than most. It's a solid scrum from Cardiff. And just started to buckle as the ball came out. So off to Esterhuizen, who's acting. Is that Esterhuizen? No, that was Jones. Danny Care recycles off to Dombrand, who is put back in the tackle. Big hit on Dombrand. Recycled. Danny Care off to... I can't see any of the... It's really difficult to tell who's got it. Smith's now got the ball. Tries to stab it through, but ricochets back off a Cardiff player. It's an advantage now to Cardiff for a knock-on. Tyrone Green clears up. It's very messy at the moment. So Quins are all the way back just outside their 22, so they won't be able to kick it directly out. So they're recycling. Smith has dropped back a bit. Danny Care setting the box kick. And does so, launches the box kick. It's gone out. I find that they took it back in, so I don't agree with that. I would have said that was, it was taken back in, so kicked out. Interesting idea by Smith there, but doesn't work out for him. So Cardiff retake it off the back, and then it's gone down the line quickly to Josh Adams, who tries to step through Marchand, but Marchand makes a good tackle on him. And Quins win the penalty at the ruck for holding on. Really good there from Dombrand and Marchand. Who actually got that penalty there? Let me have a look. Marchand. That was really good. Marchand made the tackle, immediately got to his feet and released, and got the turnover. Smith kicking for territory. Makes sense. And gets the ball just inside their own half, so almost on halfway. Not the greatest kick, but it's a bit of a relief. Just going to share this to my rugby group.
Different type of line out. They were looking for the setup drive, but in doing so, concede the penalty. So, encouraging signs here for the Welsh team.
So, penalty to Cardiff. Sorry, I didn't see what that was for. But they are obviously going to kick for the corner through Fish. And it's a decent kick, decent nudge there from Fish. He's got it into the Quins 22, about 5 meters in. Dan Fish, okay, cool.
Stepping up to 10 now, real skillful player. Got a full bag of tricks, but I think today he's going to have to be defensively on top with Esterhazy and run at him.
So who's it? Yardley. Yardley throws it. Oh, this is good from Cardiff. Halaholo takes it up into the middle before recycling it. This is really good. Tell you what, Cardiff are really looking decent here. Oh, and they're in. Cardiff are in. Through Winnett on his first start. I told you Cardiff will bring it. And that's 5-0 to Cardiff. I think that's his first start for Cardiff. Quins can't be complacent here. They will. They'll shoot themselves in the foot. Although then again, they are a team that loves coming from behind in ridiculous fashion. So Winnett is 18 and he scored on debut. Is it his debut? Or is it? I mean, it might be his first start.
The person celebrating the most, Josh Adams, putting his arms around him, tapping him on the head, just saying that's what it's all about. It's a wonderful finish.
He's breaking into a smile.
So who's kicking for Cardiff? I imagine it's Fish. No, it's not. It's who's 9? Williams. Thomas Williams. Oh, he's nailed it. Good kick. Good kick. So Cardiff leads 7 points to 0. 6 minutes in. Young Leaf team. How you doing, Jamie? tell you what, this will be interesting. This game's actually going to be quite cool because it's a huge test for the Cardiff team, and they're kind of fronting up at the moment. And Quins will be frustrated. It'll be quite interesting to see how quickly they lose the plot if they do. So restart onto the 22, taken in by Moore. I don't know half the players for Cardiff, so I have to keep looking at my phone. Leaf Boys on top. Again, Cardiff are looking to play, and they've swung it all the way across the field in their own 22. They're still inside the 22 tackle, so they're recycling off the back of the maul. Box kick from Williams. Comes down to Smith, who passes inside to Dombrand. No, it's Green. Green looking to take the line on, runs into a prop, but makes some ground, so that's not bad. Kerr got the ball off the back. Smith now. Smith to Jones, and then Tizard is hit. No, that's not Tizard. Who's that? 6. That's Jenkins. Oh, Reese. Kerr off the back. Oh, it's a great line. Is that Esterhazen? Yeah, great line by Esterhazen. Makes a good 20 meters on that run, but stumbles, gets tackled. Quins are looking a lot better now. Oof, Cardiff lucky not to give away a penalty there. You do a job at what? You do a job at full. Fuck off. Now stop making me lose my train of thought. Carey cycles to. I can't tell. This screen's too small. Give me a minute. And Cardiff give away another penalty. Oh, fuck off. It's the problem with where using a free site to stream. Shouldn't say that. Pop-ups everywhere. It's a nightmare. So obviously Marcus Smith kicking to the corner. But there's just more Harlequins playing properly now. Really good break from Esterhazen. Now, where will Harlequins go? Back, front, or middle? I feel like I just completely forgot there were 3 options. So they go to the front and set the maul. And the maul's not going anywhere yet. Dombrand joins. No, it's off the back from Kerr. Esterhazen out the back to Smith, to Green, although he's spot tackled really well. Puts the ball down, gets up and goes again because he wasn't held. Inside the 20, Cardiff 22 now. Kerr recycles it. Kerr off the back of the next ruck to Tizard. Quins struggling to break through the line at the moment. Kerr off the back to... Who's the number 3? Carrod. Smack back in the tackle there, Quins. But they're still hammering on the door. They're going wide now to Kerr to Smith. Smith out the... Oh, Green gets a good pass off to Murley. They're about, I'd say, 15 meters out at the moment. Oh, it's a really good inside ball from Smith to what's number 7? To Kenningham. Kenningham on the inside to Kerr, and Kerr goes over. So it's a really good try there from Harlequins. Really good build-up of pressure. If only the 2s could do that. And Harlequins are on the board. Oh, they are reviewing it, though. So let's see. They're reviewing a potential tackle off the ball here. But then I think that's against a Cardiff player, so the trial will stand, I think. Ooh. There could be a yellow card here. Who is it? Who's the guy? Who is the Cardiff player? There could be a yellow card here. Because Tyron Green, after passing the ball, has been upended very recklessly. Who is it? Oh, it's Josh Adams.
jumped into it. But number 14 does follow through. I'm going to yellow card for this.
Yellow card for Josh Adams. Tyrone Green did jump a little bit, but I think it's harsh. I think it's harsh. I think it should have been a penalty, but I can see why the ref was given a yellow, but I don't think it's the right call.
In the dynamic role that Tyrone Green does, it's one of those, if you don't get hold
No, I don't know if I agree with that.
come up and over.
So Cardiff down to 14. Oh, I should have paused it.
Make an impact in the tackle. You know, you're driving forward with your legs and your body. When a player
All right.
comes into, you're going to have that effect. He's going to fly over the top. So I think that's just a rugby incident.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good. That's the right call. I think that's very harsh on Josh Adams. Smith converts, and it's 7-all.
In terms of players on the pitch, and this could be crucial. No Adams for Cardiff for the next 10 minutes.
Really smart play there from Quins. Really smart to go away from the forwards and centres bashing it up to go some quick hands.
Just quickly there, we saw on the replay Cunningham.
Who's doing the kickoffs for Cardiff? Now that I do want to know. Is it Fish or is it Williams? I imagine it's Fish.
It's going to be hard for Cardiff because Josh Adams has been managing some brilliant defence on that edge.
That's Fish. Fish kicks deep into the 22, taken in by Green. Green off to Dombrandt. They're still in their 22.
A bit like last week, Cardiff will know they have to stay in touch.
Oh, and it's been stripped. And Cardiff have turned it. No, Quins have got it back. I don't know how the hell they've done that. So Danny Kegg is forced to kick it out of hand. And they're still in their own half, but Fisher's being chased by Smith. Gets the ball off. Who's their 7? Both of them. They're inside the Quins half now. Although they've passed the ball a long way. They're back inside it. Okay. Recycled. Fish puts the stab through. Trying to get it into the corner. It's a really good kick there from Fish. Really good kick. And in they're deep in the Harlequins 22 now. Really good chance to set an attacking platform. Obviously, it's Quins thrown to the lineup, but it's the way you want to be playing the rugby. And your opponent's 22. Really good decision making there from Fish. Murley way up and Green out of position. Quins throw to the front of the line out and set the maul. Kerr hasn't come in to take the ball yet. The maul is still kind of moving slightly. It's moving, slowly forwards. And then Kerr box kicks. And gets, not a hell of a lot of ground, but about 20 meters, maybe 15, 20 meters. No, okay, probably 15 meters. But I mean, I'm actually quite impressed with how Cardiff has played so far, considering their new players. Oh, I think he should be done for that, but he's not. False throwing in the lineup, but Halaholo takes it up in the midfield. Recycled by Williams. After I think the number 3, who is Davis King. Fish up at the back to. Is that Halaholo or Ray Lilo? I think it's Ray Lilo. Really good run there from Ray Lilo into the Harlequins 22. Oh, that's Cardiff mistimed the pass, and it goes back, and they have to dive on it, but they've still got possession. Fish puts another kick through. Kabang. Oh, and Green's going to get penalised there for taking him off the ball. But Marchand's got the ball. He manages to just... Oh, there was a lot of mess there. I'd like to take a look at that because I think Kabango was hit off the ball by Green as he was about to get it. It was a good idea from Fish, though. It's a good kick.
was just looking for James Botham, was a little bit behind him. I think wasn't quite flat enough. I think if Josh Adams was there.
Yeah, it was. Green's going to be done here. He takes him off the ball completely. I'd say, if you compare, I'd actually say that's a penalty, if not yellow. Wow, he hasn't given anything? I don't know about that call. I definitely would have given that a penalty. Taken off the ball as he was about to get it. Early tackle. So, yeah, I would have given that a penalty in a try-scoring position. Interesting call there from the ref. And TMO, to be fair, they reviewed it. So, Harlequins, no, sorry, Cardiff have the scrum for the knock-on. And it's a free kick to Cardiff. I don't think he even tapped that. Thomas Williams goes. They are literally less than a meter short. So they're going to try get over the line with the forwards. Cardiff still trying to bash it up with the forwards. Cardiff are over. I think that's both of them. I think that's both of them. Both of them's got the red scrum cap. Is it?
In all that they do, it is shining through.
Yep, James Botham scores. Tell you what, with a yellow card as well, Cardiff are playing well.
Thomas Williams goes straight away, keeps the pace high, like they did last week. And it's just patience.
Cardiff are playing well.
Seth Davis gets really low. And I think it's James Botham there on the secondary carry.
Yeah, there was no way that Marchant was going to be able to stop both of them there.
Yeah, it's good work from both of them. For me, the defence from Harlequins just seemed all over the place. You know, that close to your line, you've got to be covering.
Harlequins need to be a lot careful.
Both sides of it, and it was looking like the short side just wasn't covered. And you can't expect an outside back to cover a forward like Botham.
Last minute, wasn't it? He's just looking.
So Thomas Williams lining up the kick.
Looking for a weak defender. Martin comes up, goes for him.
About 18 minutes played.
Rogers there, the television match official, just having a look at that, just confirming that's what Thomas Williams was waiting for from the referee. Press ahead with the conversion.
And he's dragged it left. So it'll stay 12-7. And fair play to them. Cardiff are controlling the game well.
Really challenging the Harlequins defenders and also the use of the space in behind, like Tom said.
Smith kicks off just outside the Cardiff 22. And Moore has done well there. He's still going. Now he's brought down now by Jones. Recycled by Williams. And again to Fish, who puts another kick over the top. They're using their kicks really well. They are a Welsh side, so you almost expect it. It's deep in the 22 now with Smith, who launches a kick far downfield, but infield. What's his name? Win it into Fish. Fish launches a kick into the 22 of Quins. Down to Murley. Murley looking to take on the line. Passes it way too quickly to Levis, who then loses it backwards. Quins have regained it. Care off the back to Dombrandt. Dombrandt to Smith. Smith straight through the line. Dombrandt's to his right. Dombrandt's got the ball back to Smith. And Smith will go all the way and score. And it's ridiculous how Quins can do that. From seemingly nothing. And Marcus Smith runs the whole field, passing in and out with his outside men and scores. And it's just, where the hell does that come from? It's ridiculous. And that is why Marcus Smith is the future of England rugby. Exactly for that reason. He takes on the line, brilliant break, sees two men on his left, one on his right. His right's Dombrandt, so he passes to Dombrandt. Dombrandt back to him, and then the players hold their lines, which keeps other players away from Smith, and he goes all the way to the try line.
Just drags in Rowan Jenkins a little bit. Marcus Smith flies through. How well did Tyrone Green get to keep up with him? And great decision making though. Could have easily gone the inside of Tyrone Green, who looked like he was covered. A 1-2 with Don Brown.
Amazing try there from Harlequins.
So well, Cardiff, to
An amazing try from Smith. And Smith gets a conversion, and Quins are in the lead for the first time in the game.
They were opened up there right by England's Don Brandt and Smith. 22 to try line, and this is how to do it.
Saw the week to top last
Vask,
week, just
heck,
opened up
what?
Cardiff. You know, this week Marcus Smith just glides through. Shows great pace as well.
Smith with a nice little dive to end off.
So subtle, so soft. You know, he doesn't push it at him hard. He just puts it into the space. So Marcus Smith doesn't break stride, grabs it, and then his number 8 gives him a hug.
So the yellow card's over now. Both teams have scored 2 tries in the first 20 minutes. Really good. Green into Smith, and Smith clears. But it's not out. So it's in the Cardiff half with Winnett. Winnett runs into the Harlequins half, straight into, who's 7? Kenningham. This is good from Cardiff. They're building continuity. Fish at the back to Halaholo. Halaholo offloads to Adams. Adams cuts inside, taken down by Jones. They're just outside the Harlequins 22. Davies, instead of passing it, steps inside. Fish now has it. He gets smacked in the tackle by who's playing 2 for them? Walker. But it's a penalty to Cardiff. What was it for?
How classy was that?
Halaholo hit high.
Drifts on the pass. Wrong foot as defenders and just allows them to get on the outside.
And Cardiff will kick to the corner, which is interesting. I would have expected them to take the points and go ahead.
It's as if we've got a pact between two teams. There'll be no kicks for goal for penalties today. It's all about tries.
This is it. Watch it now. Just goes in there now.
Really good there from Halaholo, stepping inside Hugh Jones.
Gets on the outside. That's all you want then. Just a half a break.
I'm not sure what the penalty came from, though. I didn't see.
Can Evan Yardley do here?
Yardley throws to the middle. Oh, and there's a line-out move here. Didn't get it back to Yardley, though. But Cardiff recycled the ball. Davis bashes it up. Not Williams. Moore out the back of the ruck to whoever he passed it to. Change direction again. And Jenkins is going to be... it's been stripped. They've managed... Murley's got it now, and he's running into the he's running halfway through the field, as in sideways, not forwards. But he's got some great space for Harlequins now, and Harlequins are really trying to run this. Although they've set the maul now, and it looks like they might set for a clearance kick, because that was risky from Murley. And Smith has dropped back. No, it's a box kick from Kerr. That's a good kick. But it's not a good kick. Sorry, it's come back in. And this is with Winnett. Winnett puts on a sidestep, but gets hit just before getting into the Harlequins half. Cardiff has sloppy recycled a Fish. Fish dummies and then steps, but he's caught by who's 7? Kenningham. Halaholo with a good out pass, but Cabango can't outrun Marchant and is caught, and then not rolling away, and a penalty to Harlequins.
Are you enjoying it, Richie? We certainly are.
The question is, I suppose, are you? But yeah, I was at the point. They've had quite an enjoyable license-free last couple of weeks. So, but the credits to them, mate. As you've seen, there's probably not as much structure as we're used to in it, but they're having a crack, and that's all we can really ask.
Different sort of challenge today without your home supporters, but rising to that challenge.
Yeah, some we asked the boys at the beginning of the week. It was easy last week. Really.
Oh, it's time off.
Home was a sold-out Arms Park, and
Time off. There's an injury in midfield, and I think it's Kenningham. I think he's just getting his knee looked at.
half hour in, and the
Cheers, Shanks. How difficult
I've been quite impressed with the 18-year-old winner. He's been good so far. His positioning in the field is good, and his running back on countering has been decent. I mean, he's been hit most times, but he's been playing well. He scored a try, so. And Smith launches a long kick. Sadly, doesn't get as much ground as the kick is. There's the kick's distance, but makes a good 20-25 meters. So they're inside the Cardiff 10-meter line now. Off the front, and it's down to Care. Care launches a ball into Esterhazen. Esterhazen's ran it all the way into the Cardiff 22. Quick recycle there from Care. This is good from Quins. And Cardiff are nowhere on defense. Smith out the back to Marchant to Murley. Tyron Green back to Murley. Oh, and he's just bundled into touch about 2 meters out. Really, really good hands there from Quins. And really good scrambling there from Cardiff as well. But, yeah, that was good. That was really good play there from Quins. They're identifying the space really well. Oh, thought I pressed start. Marchant with a really good pass there, out wide.
See what Josh Adams is trying to do. He's trying to get up in the eye line to stop that pass, but
oh, that looks a little high. So it'll be a Cardiff scrum, I believe. Yeah, Cardiff scrum. That's a big one. On their own 5, and it's messy, but it's come off the back from Moore. Williams, I think, will set the box kick. And he does. He hasn't kicked it out. It's gone straight down to Murley. Murley into Green. Green is really racing up here. He's got it inside the Cardiff 22. Smith. Marchant's on. Got the ball now. Inside the 22. Oh, who's that thing? That's off to Tizard. Ooh. And it's an advantage. Tackle off the ball. Smith to Esterhazen, who back inside to Green, 5 meters out. Smith, no, sorry, Care off to. Was that Tizard? Knock on there from Quinn, so they'll go back for the penalty. Not gonna lie, this is actually a really enjoyable game to watch. I'm really enjoying this, and I haven't watched, a European game other than URC for ages. And it'll be the first kick-up goal penalty of the match for Quins, looking to extend the lead. I really rate Tyron Green. I think he's a really good player.
Can his legs go any faster? I doubt it. And that's Esterhazen going through.
And I mean, Esterhazen is just having a great. Oh, what an offload! Oh, beautiful. So Smith lining up the penalty. You'd imagine he'd have no problem with this.
I was thinking of the ducks in the bar with the floppy feet.
He got 21 out of 28 kicks this season so far, so 78%.
I'm with you now. I'm with you.
Make that 22 out of 29. And that extends their lead by 3, 17-12 to Quins. And I think Cardiff will feel good about themselves there. Obviously, they conceded 3, but the fact that Quins didn't go to the corner will make Cardiff feel quite good because, Cardiff will feel that the Quins felt they needed the points.
Harlequins, sorry.
So it's a deep kickoff from Fish, taken in by Green outside the Cardiff 22. Looked like he fell a little heavily there, but I think he's all right. And Care box kicks. Marchant to chase. Taken in well by Winnett. I'm rating him. I think he's good. Williams off the back to a trundling forward. Fish, flat ball. Another forward ball. Williams off the back. Who's 5? To Davies. Davies off to Fish. Out to Cabango. Dancing feet there. Almost Colby-esque. Fish. Fish feeds Davies. Or was it? Yeah, Davies King. And Quins have got another penalty for holding on. Cardiff having a slight issue with forwards getting isolated midfield off their black ball runs.
I reckon he told them that he was the star and ran pitch length to score tries and all sorts.
So it'll be essentially a penalty midfield for sorry, is that Esterhazen kicking? I think it is. And Esterhazen kicks it right up to the Cardiff 22. With that huge boot of him. Oh, sorry, it was Yardley who gave away the penalty. And it's Yardley's second game. I'm really impressed with this Cardiff side, considering their experience at the moment, or lack thereof. So Harlequins go to the front, set the maul, but it's come off quickly. Cares now got it inside to Marchant, inside to Dombrandt. Dombrandt offloads. Murley picks it up. Oh, and he just can't make the line. And it's a penalty against Quins. That's unfortunate. Right idea. But I don't think that needed to go right out wide to the wing just yet. But again, Dombrandt's having a really good game, but Cardiff scrambling really well. So Fish kicks. I think that's a decent clearance there from Fish. But it's just yeah, no, that should have gone out the back to Smith or Green. And that would have been a try. I'm sad, but small things, small things. Quins are looking really deadly on attack. A really good kick, actually, from thing. Williams off the back of the maul to Fish. Fish launches a kick to the right-hand side of the Quins field, straight down to Murley. Murley's shaping to kick. Does so. Really good take from Josh Adams there. Brought down well by Livies. I think that's Livies. No, it's not. It's crap. Almost. It's 7.5 minutes till halftime. Back to Fish. Fish trying to figure out what to do. He steps inside. He's done decently here. Oh, he's got it off to Williams. Oh, and Josh Adams can't hang on in the tackle. And he's knocked it on. Tyrone Green looking to counter here. Oh, he whips it wide to Marchant. Marchant boots it forward. Deep into the 22. Oh, and it stops on the 5-meter line. So Winnett has got the ball. Look, ooh. It's a knock on from Esterhazen, I think. No, Jones. And then a penalty. That's debatable.
I think have 5 players with their hands on their knees. This is absolutely reckless stuff. Hopefully we get to see a replay.
This is a really entertaining game to watch, I'll tell you that much. These teams are throwing it at each other.
And that was the moment, I think, when it got passed over to Josh Adams and unfortunately not Dom.
Thomas Williams just didn't have enough support around him, did he?
So Cardiff clear through Fish. Smith has kept it in. Now Green has it. Green runs it back at the line. Good tackle there on Green. Oh, and it's a good turnover as well from Cardiff. And they go blind. And Cabango's got it. He's broken down the left-hand side. And it looks like he might go all the way. And he will. Oh, and Cabango goes all the way. Really Colby. Really good try there from Cabango. Marchant should have stayed out there.
You can see the cover coming across him early. Just steps him on the inside. Classy finish.
Really good try from Cabango.
He doesn't even break stride and pace when he changes direction, but the offload over the top, that big reaching.
Murley said, no, not Murley. Jones coming across too fast, and he can't stop in time for the step inside.
We just talked about opportunity.
Really good here from Cardiff. Really opportunist try.
To take a try against the Premiership champions like that.
Clever from Seth Davis as well. If he just
Harlequins are, attacking well, but their defense is a bit sloppy today. And Williams, I think, has missed another one. And so it'll stay 17-all. What a game. Glad I'm commentating on this one, to be honest.
It's ridiculous. It's so good.
This is a really good game. Young players, very little experience stepping up. I'm really enjoying this. So Quins kick off, and it's about 5 meters out from Cardiff 22. So Williams will shape to box kick and does so. It's gone high. Green takes it in. Puts on some dancing feet, but gets hit. Kerr recycles to Kenningham. Kenningham rolling it forward slightly. Kerr off to, who's that? Botta? I think Garcia Botta. Botta. Kerr recycling. Off to Smith. Smith puts a little chip over. But I think that's Ray Lilo. Oh. Both of them could have got spot tackled there, but he was a bit bigger than the player trying to hit him. Good counter ruck through there from Don Brandt, but Cardiff still have it. Recycled. Fish out to Halaholo. Out to Winnett. Winnett puts a kick through. It's a good kick through, and Cabango is chasing, and it's a really good kick there from Winnett. I tell you what, Josh Adams hasn't done all that much, but Winnett and Cabango are playing bloody well. And then Cardiff tried to take it quickly, and they were straight through if it was allowed. But Winnett's playing bloody well, and he's not a big guy. He's pretty small.
It's interesting how easy Cardiff are finding those edges. Whether it's the defensive, the width on their defense, or the speed of the ball that's condensing the Harlequins.
Cardiff go to the back, but they knock it. I would say that was a knock on, but the ref has called it backwards. They've won their ball. Recycle from Williams. Cabango in the line. No, it's not. It's Halaholo. Recycled off the back. Again, I can't tell who's got the ball. Williams to Fish. Fish out wide to Ray Lilo. Winnett's got it now. He drops it on his boot, and it's just gone. Oh, it's just too far for Cabango to put down. Very close. But I think it's a penalty.
Great option, though. Brilliant option from the 18-year-old. 2v2.
Oh, Cardiff are playing some really exciting rugby.
What a game we're seeing today.
Oh, the clever work from Cabango to reach and actually reach behind him. That's some athleticism just shown in that moment.
Smith with the goal line dropout. Oh, Straight to Thomas Williams, who launches a drop goal back and misses. So now it's a 22 dropout. But, you know, I don't blame him. 17 all, 1 minute till half time. Not a bad idea to go for the drop goal. Totally fair.
Happy with the connection. It was a great strike. It was so easy that could have gone in a torpedo.
So now Harlequins have a 22. So it's a much better, you know, kickoff opportunity for Smith. Time is
They'll
up.
be shocked.
It's
They'll be
2.
slightly shocked at the intensity of the Cardiff
What am I
run
doing, James?
and how good they are in attack.
What does the audio do?
3 tries to 2.
Really high restart there from Smith, and they launch another drop goal, also missed.
He actually just had a word with Williams after he did his drop goal. Maybe it's the coach in him saying, look, mate, this is how you strike the ball.
Behind winger. Behind.
And it's another 22 dropouts. They're just trying to pin them in their own for the rest of the half. And it's another high one from Smith, taken in by Winnett, who's smacked by Esterhazen. Recycled, Smith, Williams to Fish, and Fish will kick it out. And that is halftime. And what a half it was. What a good half. And that's it. 17 all at halftime, and Cardiff have really turned up here to play with a very inexperienced side. And, you know, they're turning on some fireworks. Cabango's playing amazingly. Winnett having a really good game at 15. And then Halaholo and Ray Lilo working well at the centres. Fish's kicks, for the most part, have been really good, pinning Harlequins back as much as they can. And I'm really excited to see how this game's going to end, because all locked up at halftime and both teams showing a lot on attack. So I think the second half is going to be quite a spectacle. Just hope it, you know, hope the excitement carries on. I hope it doesn't kind of die down. But we'll see what happens in the second half. I'll be back for the second half. I'm just gonna jump off quickly for a bit. But I will see you guys soon. That's the scoreboard. That's what I need.
Celtic last won the League Cup in 2019.
We are
Who
back.
scored the only goal
Just
of the
got a
game?
few adverts are going through at the
It
moment.
was the 2 yards offside, Christopher Julian.
That's correct.
Not gonna lie, that's annoying me. I don't want to watch stuff about football. I want to watch rugby. I'm just trying to get the stream that's working. Give me a minute. No. Ugh. That's why you shouldn't use free streams, guys. I mean, the game definitely should have started again by now. Give me 1 second. What is going on here? Maybe it's got a little bit longer. Bloody nightmare. Oh, these pop-ups drive me insane. So many pop-ups. Right, have you started yet? What's going on? Or are you still... Is it still football? Oh, shut up. No one cares about football. Give me a second. I'm trying to find a stream that's got the actual game. It might just not have started yet. Might be a slightly longer halftime. Yeah. So, we're just going to have to wait until it restarts. I'll see you in a second.
Hoping for a second half which perfectly mirrors the first.
There we are.
because that was
The players
a
are back
sensational
on the
watch.
field.
Thanks to Cardiff, she's 18 years of age. Playing for the under-18s in for the club.
Let me turn that down a bit.
Here come the Quins. I can see they've made one change already. And Booker, Jack Musk is on. To a very good start, winning away to Castro.
So, teams are back on. And Harlequins have made a change at hooker. Walker is off and Musk is on. Let's hope the second half is just as exciting as the first. Cardiff will restart. Left to right. Sorry, right to left.
What do you think at the start of this second half?
More of the same, please.
Ditto, Tom.
More of the same, please.
Fitness levels can live up to the second half, and it's hard for Cardiff.
Game is underway again.
Something they didn't do last week against Toulouse.
Cardiff have managed to get it back off the kickoff.
Already this afternoon.
But ball is unplayable off the maul, and Harlequins will have it put into the scrum. Don't you dare. I hate it when streaming sites are so bad. Sorry, guys. Give me a second to sort this out. Oh, good. The stream is completely dropped. Sorry about this. Any others? Oh my! I think it's because it's a Sky thing. Okay, seems to be back now. Come on. For Christ's sake. Come on, it's a stream. It's not that difficult. Ugh. Technical difficulties. I hate it when it does this. So annoying. Are we gonna load? It's not my internet. It's absolutely the site. We gonna load? Probably not. Apologies for this. As per usual. Free streaming sites are a bloody nightmare. Oh, good. Oh, come on. Right, let's try one of the non-HD ones. I don't care if it's not the greatest quality in the world as long as it's got a stream. Come on. Let me see if it's quicker just to get it on this one. I think it might be. None of the streams are working. Oh my god, this is so annoying. No, no one wants ESPN FC.
The Premier League and possibly.
Why? It's not a football channel. So now, oh my god, you're kidding
Premier
me.
League's mindset.
Wow. So now every single one has turned to a football channel. For no reason.
Played too many
Right,
games
so you're useless. You're not technical issue. You're not kidding, are you? You fucking stupid page. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Sorry, everyone. We will try and get back to it as soon as possible.
Opinion for you, Stevie. If you were going into this fixture, who has the advantage?
Why would
Spurs have the advantage having had all that rest, or Liverpool having played all those
Under
games?
normal circumstances, then there's no question that a team.
Yeah, let me have a look.
A weekend off, basically, because it's probably going to be, 14 days, maybe something like that, before they play a game. Normally, in this situation,
They've just like shifted everything to a football stream for no reason.
And really, it does depend on who has been affected by COVID. Because as we know, the players that have had it, it's taken them, even though that.
There we go. Okay. We got the stream. Go away. You're useless. Right, we've got a stream. Let's get some sound. Right, now I have to restructure everything. But we're better, you know, at least we've got the game back. No change of score so far. We are a little bit further in than that, though. Okay, well, Cardiff have a penalty just outside Quins 22. And they've taken it quickly through Williams. Referee said that they were 10, so no penalty for that. But Cardiff are about halfway through Quins 22 at the moment. Midfield, so they've got some, you know, good amount of space to work with here. Williams recycles to Ray Lilo. Williams again off to Halaholo, out the back to Fish. Out to Josh Adams. Green with a good tackle. And it's gone loose, but it's a knock-on advantage to Cardiff because of Green. And it'll be a scrum to Cardiff just on the 5-meter line. Really, really good. Good pressure there from Cardiff.
The work of these two midfielders, Halaholo and Lilo, that's the footwork down the right. There was no numbers, it was 3-on-3. That footwork and pass from Halaholo is just top of the range. It did Marcus Smith all ends up. He had no answer to that. Made a 3-on-3 into a 3-on-2. Fantastic. They're away down the right.
Try that link you posted. That's fine. I've got another stream, but thanks, mate. Finally found another one that works.
And Fisher Ted is using them really, really nicely. Two really, really high class players. It's a very familiar sense of hearing that Halaholo and Lilo together for a number of years at the Arms Park.
Quins under a bit of pressure here. Oh, really clever there from Thomas Williams. Josh Adams is over. It's called held up, gold line dropout. Don't know how he didn't get that down. Quins escaping narrowly there. And it'll be a goal line dropout. Marcus Smith. Goes long, halfway. Falls to Williams, who puts a little kick through for... Oh, what's his name again? I can't remember his name. Cabango, that's it. But it's not the most accurate of kicks, so Quins have got it back. Looking to box kick through Danny Kerr. And do so. And just out on the halfway line. So it's about 1 meter in Quins' own half. Line out. It is. Wow, that was very well held up.
Let's have a look.
Dombrand did really well there.
Almost at 90 degrees in terms of his hips.
Really well held up.
Let's be fair to both sides. I'm not sure what else Dombrand's supposed to do there other than concede a try.
So it's Williams off the back to Halaholo. Livies has been replaced by Simmons, so the captain is off. That's interesting. I imagine Danny Kaye will go captain now. Fish changes direction and kicks into the Harlequins 22. Horrible bounce to deal with, and it's been reclaimed by both of them. And so Cardiff have got the ball back on Quins 22. Lawrence at the back to Ray Lilo. Hit hard by Esterhazen. But Cardiff looking decent here. Fish to Halaholo. Cardiff just trying to move it left to right. Oh, good pickup there from, what's his name, Yardley. Oh, it's been knocked on in the ruck by Quins, and so it'll be a scrum just outside the Harlequins 22. Midfield.
Really good quick thinking from the hooker. Dombrand waits for him to hit the deck. He's in a great position, and Thomas Williams does just enough. As Evan Yardley mucking about with the ball. You could argue that
I'd say that's unlucky for the knock on from Dombrand. He clearly had the ball trapped in there. He clearly had the ball trapped in there. And Yardley was the one who made sure, who played the ball on the ground to cause the knock on. So there's a bit of an injury. I think it might be to Yardley. Oh, also might be a bit of a blood replacement here. Although that barely happens anymore. It's usually just cleaned up on the field and then they play on. Big game later, Glasgow Exeter. Big match. I'm going to watch that. It should be a good game.
Across the Irish Sea, Munster against Cardiff from 7:45 on the same channel. Tomorrow, some action for you from Welford Road. Premiership leaders Leicester.
Leicester versus Connaught tomorrow will be a very good game as well. Harlequins women versus Wasps ladies. I think that will be quite a good game. They're two very good women's sides. And then Harlequins versus Northampton's. Northampton next weekend? No. No, sorry, Monday the 27th. Nice thing is there's a lot of rugby over the festive season. A couple of teams playing on Boxing Day, I think. So it looks like Cardiff are going to make some substitutions here. And it's number 20, who is Mann. I think he's on debut. He's replaced Jenkins as a blood replacement. As I was saying, you don't really see it that often anymore. It happens. Oh, bit ahead in the time.
So glorious attacking field position for Cardiff. What can they make of it? Nothing for now.
About there. So, scrum to Cardiff. First scrum goes down and they've reset it.
Whether you're right or not, you're complaining or telling the assistant referees on the touchline what's going on. They don't believe you.
It's nice to see such an underexperienced side playing so well against, the champions of England and almost Europe. Williams off the back of the scrum to Fish. Fish to Halaholo, who takes on the line. Smith has held him. Halaholo offloads to Botham. Botham rumbles on a little further. Held in the tackle. And Quins will get the penalty. And Don Brandt has turned them over again.
Very, very good at that, isn't he? Considering he's 6'5", makes it a bit more impressive.
And Esterhazen will be the one kicking for touch with his cannon of a boot. And he smacks it out of his 22 into the Cardiff half between between halfway and their 10-meter line. So a good clearance there from Esterhazen. Looks like two blue. Yardley will be replaced. I think Yardley's being replaced by Reese, I do believe. Decent shift from Yardley. Off the back of their line out to Kerr into Esterhazen to Smith. Smith out to... Wait, who's 22? Someone's been replaced for the Quins. Northmore's on. Kerr, box, quick little chip over the top. And it's gone out on the full. And it'll come all the way back. Unfortunate from Kerr, because it was actually a good idea. It wasn't a bad idea. But out on the full, so they'll have to come all the way back. Cardiff line out between the halfway line and Quins' 10-meter line.
It's a Cardiff RFC who got Alan Rees playing for the Welsh Premiership club, like so many of his teammates today. But a bit of a hamstring problem last week, which threatened to keep him out and leave. Try and find a medical joker. Tell you what, he's got some physique on him, Alan Rees.
Rees throws into the middle. Not really a jumper, but Cardiff smack it back, and they've got it. Williams off the back of the ruck. Who's that? To Davies. Sorry, Lawrence. Fish launches a high one. Green juggles and knocks it back to Jones, who breaks the first tackle. Tizard's ripped it from him to make sure that they don't lose the ball. Sorry, not Tizard. Lorde. Good hit there from Cardiff. And Danny Kerr is shaping the box. Shaping the box kick and does so. I think goes for a bit more height than distance on that one. Fish takes it well. Out to win it. Out to Cabango, who just doesn't get the good pass off to Fish, who is tearing up on his left-hand side. Harlequins want to take it quickly and try. But it has been touched, so it can't be taken quickly.
This was nicely done. Eye on the ball, knows where the defender is, knows where Northmore is, and beats him just before the ball arrives. You can see Fish here, he's going to get caught. You can see him dropping it onto the left, can't you? That pass wasn't the one. Lack of good vision.
But again, Cardiff, playing some exciting rugby. They're really trying to take it to Quins, which is really nice. Oh, Don Brandt taken down in the air in the competition for the ball. I'd say it's kind of unlucky rather than cynical. Oh, and there's a bit of handbags. You got to love it. And all of the players rush in.
Sort out a few of these whippersnappers.
I know. You know what? I would say that Davies King. No, not Davies King. Kerrod actually was being a bit annoying there. But yeah, no, that's definitely a penalty at the line out there. He grabbed Don Brandt's arm and yanked him down.
Penalty stands for contact in the air. It's always the peacemakers that arrive, isn't it? And they try and make peace by getting someone in a headlock from behind and choking them. Just trying to help.
So Smith clears to the touchline. Gets an okay clearance. No, not bad clearance. Just outside the Cardiff 22. And it's a good attacking platform here for Quins. So let's see what they do with it. Oh, I'm a little bit ahead. There you go. Quins go to the front, set the maul. And it's at the back with the hooker. I think that's, who was it again? Ford? No, not Ford. Musk. Kerr out the back to Esterhazen to Smith to Marchant, who's trying to dance his way through but can't do so. And that's definitely a penalty. Yep. Absolutely had to be a penalty there against Cardiff. Player wasn't rolling away and therefore they managed to turn it over.
Got to move, Alan Rees, isn't he? Because you've got to give the attacking team a fair shot at getting rid of the.
So it's another penalty, and they will kick to the corner. And it's a much, much more dangerous kick there from Smith. About 10 meters out from the line, if that, maybe 8 from the Cardiff try line. And I think Quins will really try, might potentially use a rolling maul here, but we'll see. It's a little less exciting in this half, but it's not a bad contest. They're really trying to get some ascendancy in the game, and neither team's really doing so. They go to the middle and set a maul. It's at the back with Musk already. Cardiff holding them off well so far, and Musk breaks off. Oh, he's almost at the line. No, he's about 2 meters out now. Kerr off to Don Brandt, and Don Brandt is over. Really a hurdling run there from Don Brandt. Was it Don Brandt? Yeah, Don Brandt is over. And it's a good try there from Quins. They worked that well.
The first thing I'm looking for is who's resourcing that breakdown and who's still on their feet. And as soon as you see Don Brandt on his feet and available, the the next carry, you think, well, it's going to take a special tackle to stop him.
Dombrandt did well there.
But actually,
Really well there. Rode the tackle and twisted and then almost hurdled. Really good from Dombrandt.
Class forwards, it's a very good carry. Doesn't come from a blind spot, but he hasn't been waiting there a while. He's at full chat when he gets there.
And Quins take the lead. 22-17, kick to come.
Clever, sufficiently powerful, very effective.
We're almost into the last quarter. And let's see, Smith with I think Smith should get this. And does so. 24-17. Finally, some action in this half.
As we head towards the final quarter, Harlequins at last have reached this Cardiff rear guard in the second half.
He does a lot right, doesn't he, Alex Dombrandt? There's very little wrong and a huge amount right.
So it'll be Cardiff to restart the match with Fish. Kicks it in. Fairly close to the Harlequins 22. Oh, and the ball's come back out. And Musk runs it. Oh, sorry, not Musk. Kerrod runs it straight into his opposite man. Danny Kerr off the back to Musk. Protection from Lorde. And Danny Kerr will box kick this, I think. And does so. More of a little chip over than anything. Well, I mean, it went high, but not far. It's a knock on from Harlequins. And the replacement hooker for Cardiff decides, now I'm going to go for a run here. Gets about 10 meters. Fish out the back to win it. Win it, puts a kick through. And Cabango chases, but Green steps inside. Hasn't got very far, though. Davies does well to bring him down. Harlequins retain possession. And looks like Kerr will set another box kick. And does. Oh, and Winnett's made his first mistake of the game by knocking the ball on off the kick. And he was, I think he was trying to play. He had his mind on what he was doing before he'd caught it. And as a fullback, I know exactly what that's like. Yeah, his eyes dropped to Marchant, so he knew where he was going. I did that in my last game. It's so frustrating when that happens because you know you got a good attacking opportunity and you just go, oh. Okay, so Lorde's come off and Taulani's on. And Lewis Liner's on as well for Murley. This is good. Lewis Liner's one hell of a player. So Taulani and Lewis Liner both on. So this could shake the game up a bit. Lewis Liner always has a say in most games he plays. And people are very frustrated he's not a permanent in the England squad. Well, we're in the final quarter now. Kerr feeds the scrum. Looks like Dombrandt's shaping to pick up and go. But no, they're actually just going to keep it in the scrum and get the penalty. So it's a penalty advantage, but the ball's out. Smith's got it now. Whips it wide to Marchant, who takes on his man and goes through Winnett. Taulani, first run of the game. Quite a strong one. Quins still playing advantage. Tizard met by a wall of blue. Recycled by Kerr to Smith. Smith out the... Nope, Smith decides to hold on to the ball because he's been caught. Kerr whips it out to Dombrandt. Dombrandt hit well in the tackle by Fish. Off to Smith. Smith tries a cross kick to Marchant. Goes into his hands and he's in the corner. Marchant is in the corner. Brilliant kick there from Smith. And that is the bonus point for Harlequins. And I mean, I can't take nothing away from Cardiff. They are really, really throwing themselves at this game.
The kick pass is fantastic. Not too much air on it. So often they're looping kick passes. They give defenders the extra second or half a second.
I do really like Joe Marchant. I think he's one hell of a player. And I'm glad he's finally, playing properly for England. He was amazing against South Africa on the wing. Even though I felt for Radwan, I think it was a good call.
The pass a couple of phases early, which is what got Cardiff on the back foot. So often those passes over the top are long and lobbed. They're high and lobbed just to make sure. But Marcus Smith works within finer margins than that, and it was a relatively low pass.
Smith just putting it on a platter for Marchant there.
Very, very clever.
And that is why you want Marcus Smith in your team, because he does stuff like that.
Try of the season for HARLEQUINS. Fine form.
Now, will Smith get this kick? It's a difficult one, right on the corner. Sorry, right on the sideline. He's got 4 from 4 today. He's kicking well. And he's whipped it round, and he's got that one too. That will make it 31-17. HARLEQUINS open up a 14-point lead.
Really, really nice. See Josh Adams steaming across. He wants that kick to be higher, give him more time, but it's not. It's pretty low, pretty direct. By the time he gets there, Adams is 2-on-1. He doesn't quite know who to take, who to commit to.
Sorry about that. So Cardiff restart. Goes back to, what was his name? I can't remember. It was an interesting name. It's not a name I know. Northmore. HARLEQUINS have it with Care just outside their 22, so they can't kick it directly out. Care sends it left to Musk. They're back in their 22 now, but I still don't think he can kick it out. But he does with the box. He does a box kick. Goes high and hanging box kick. Adams has got it. Marchant manages to drag him down, but he offloads it to the replacement hooker. Cardiff have it on halfway. Midfield. Williams out the back. Oh, and it's good here. Cardiff have done well. They've caught Marchant running up too far. And what's his name? Botham breaks down to the right. Oh, and it's a knock on here in the midfield. And HARLEQUINS will look to try and play from here. Northmore's skipped, broken a few tackles there. Cares continued playing. Oh, and he's just thrown it all out to a Cardiff player by accident. Halaholo has it, passes back in field. Who's 23 for them? Wilkins? Or what? Yeah, Wilkins. Although they then give away a penalty, and HARLEQUINS will have another opportunity to either kick for poles or go for the corner. I imagine they'd go for poles here. I would go for poles. They've got the bonus point. It looks like Danny Carrott's coming off. And on comes... What's his name? Jaldema. Jaldema. He's new.
Another try for him. Another standing ovation. One of his club's finest sons, and one English qualified New Zealander, US Jaldema.
No, Jaldema. English qualifying New Zealander. I've never heard of him.
Smith goes to the corner.
So HARLEQUINS kick to the corner. They're trying to pile on some tries, I think. Can't blame him. Play some attractive rugby.
Football causes trouble, doesn't it? Every time you see him play, every week it causes trouble for somebody. Yeah, 5 tries in 8 games this season. Northmore. Such a frightening array of...
That was a really good break there from Northmore. He rode the tackle, then broke through 2 others. HARLEQUINS line out. They go to the middle, taken in well, and they set the maul. And it's got a big surge already, and it looks like this will go all the way to the line, and does so. And I think it's Dombrandt. And it's another Dombrandt try. And the points are starting to flow now in the second half.
Now we see the brutality of their pack as they pull away in the final stages. Forward power starting to tell, isn't it? You felt in the first half a couple of times Quins could almost have done with Cardiff knocking the ball on 1 or 2 more times and leave the ball in the scrum and make it count. Haven't had many opportunities to do this, actually. And the last scrum they had decimated.
Approaching the final 10 minutes, and Cardiff is starting to pile on some points here.
It's taken a while coming. We've only got 12 minutes left, but it is coming. Cardiff, the minute that maul was set, the ball was won and hit the deck, and that maul was set. The Cardiff boys look
really, really good here from Quins. And it's Dombrandt's second try of the game. He's a machine. Dombrandt is like, he's bloody good, and I'm so glad he's also in the England squad finally. So Smith setting the kick, looking to keep his 100% record for the day. He's 5 out of 5 at the moment. And this one he drags to the right. So it'll be 5 out of 6 for Smith at the moment. But he's had a good day. Scored a try, 5 kicks. He's got a fair few points on his own. On comes number 18 for Cardiff, James. And Cardiff will kick off again. And Anstey is on as well for Lawrence. Well taken in by who's 19? Simmons for Quins. James is on for Davis King as well. Let's go Jaltema. The high box kick taken in by Josh Adams. Williams recycles. Fish out the back to Halaholo, who takes on the line, was brought down after being slingshot around. I love that Cardiff is still playing with really hard. This is good from Cardiff. They got it out to both of them, and then to I keep forgetting his name. Cabango. Tyrone Green whips it into Jaltema, into Marchant, who takes on the line. Jaltema to Smith. Smith almost goes through Jaltema. Oh, and it's off Green's foot. No, it's been called knock on. Fish has got it down the left-hand side. Cabango, if he gets there first, he'll score. Oh, and he just doesn't manage to. Esterhazen manages to get there first. Into Liner. Liner runs into Ray Lilo and both them. He's been held up here. No, he's gone to the floor now. I think Cabango might have done himself a bit of an injury there in competing with... No, he's up. In competing with Esterhazen, but he's up now. Really, inventive play here from Cardiff. Trying to pin Harlequins back in their own 22. Jaltema setting the box kick and does so. It's a very scruffy one, but it goes out. There's Fish is down. It looks like it might be a shoulder or a wrist. I'm not sure. And also, yeah, okay, so Cabango is down. I think it's his shoulder as well. We have 8.5 minutes left. Yeah, it is his shoulder. He's feeling it after diving for that ball with Andre Esterhazen. Not surprising considering his size.
Absolutely brilliant. When you think of the class that Cardiff have got at 10.
I've just seen that on screen. I'm going to give a penalty against that.
Interesting. Okay, so Harlequins will be penalised here for the a shoulder charge on Fish.
We're going to restart here with a penalty. It's not a late tackle, it's a shoulder charge. Shoulder.
Are you happy the mark's there, Frank?
Yes, because it was a shoulder, it wasn't a late tackle.
Build a house challenge. No, I'm good.
No favours there.
Evans is on for Halaholo. Halaholo's had a good game, I think. So is Ray Lilo, but Halaholo is a very good game. So Evans is on for him. And Cardiff have kicked to the corner. There's no point in obviously going for penalties at this point. And Hobson is on for Garcia. Garcia Botta. Cardiff set the maul. But it's certainly not as powerful as the Harlequins maul, and it's just going sideways, not forwards. They're going to have to use it. Williams is trying to dig it out. And he does so finally. Ray Lilo takes it at the first receiver. Smith out the back to Fish. Fish shapes a pass, but then doesn't. And then is running sideways and is caught by Smith and the rest of the Harlequins team and brought down. And it's a really interesting... Oh, and it's going to be a try for Cardiff here. With a little dink over the top, and it was not... Tyrone Green wasn't able to gather it. But they are checking it.
I think it's a knock on by Blue. So they go no on field, no try, but we will check. Okay, Ollie?
Referee's interesting. He's saying on field, no try. He thinks he's knocked it on, but they'll check it. So there needs to be clear evidence that the try has been scored to overturn the decision.
Another nice bit of short kicking, wasn't it? Quins under all sorts of pressure. Clever option.
It was a good option there from Cardiff. Just waiting on the replay. I think it's Ray Lilo who might have knocked it on. It's a clash of hands with Tyrone Green as well. I don't know how they'll call this. I think they'll call it a knock on.
I can't tell on the screen here who's knocked that on. Looks like they've both competed for possession. I can't see who's gone forward on.
Well, I think it's been ripped out of Green's hands.
Forward off Blue. Yeah. So we're going to scrum Quins.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's forward off Ray Lilo, and it's going to be a scrum to Quins. See, that used to be just a rip.
Now Quins get the foot into the scrum.
I couldn't see clearly there with the team was pretty adamant that it went forward off you first.
So Quins ball on their 5 meter line.
Nice opportunity for Cardiff now with a couple of fresh units on up front.
No, there's about pause it. There's about eight minutes left. No, sorry, 7 minutes left. But real pleasure to watch this game. It's been a very good game. Ouch.
Given the awful injury troubles he's had over the years, such a remarkable comeback from wrecking his knee. So awesome for Wales in the autumn. Stormbrandt, another colossus in the back row.
There's just a bit of a time pause at the moment while there's some injuries being taken care of, or rather, looks more like a blood injury. So they're just taping up his head.
First job, which is rock solid scrum. I mean, if
and then there'll be a scrum to Harlequins.
want to get a penalty here and go through Cardiff, but it might be wiser to just try and lock it out, get your anchors in, and give Lewis Shaltima the replacement 9 all the space he needs. The box kick to safety.
So the scrum is packing down. Bind. Set. And it'll be reset. Both front rows going down. It'll be reset.
Come over here, please. Mark's here.
Matt Wilson, the only replacement that Tabai Mats hasn't used so far.
Understood?
To make his Quins debut, the
Ask you both for a gap. Let's see it.
under 20 tight heads.
You're not going to put him on now. 5 metre scrum, his first scrum, and you've got someone with.
So the scrum is being reset.
Tons of games in the Quins team.
And then they finally restart it, and I forget.
You don't ideally want this to be his first scrum. It's Will Hobson's first scrum.
So 6 minutes left of the game. Solid Harlequin scrum there. Penalty one at the scrum. It's driven straight through the Cardiff pack there. And Cardiff pinged for not driving straight.
Simon Carrot was a real number on Nathan Evans. As a young prop, you'll learn a lot from experiences such as this one.
And they've given it to Esterhazen to get some real distance.
You learn as much from dominating as you do from getting dominated. I tell you that. It's a misconception that you only learn from getting hammered.
And Esterhazen launches a pretty decent kick. Not too bad. Still in their own 10-meter, but better than, you know, on your own 5-meter line. And looks like another change has been made here. Can't see who it is just yet. And Don Brandt has been named not man of the match anymore, star of the match. So Musk will throw into the line out, and he does, and he goes to, I'd say that's more middle than front, but anyway. And they've set a maul here. It's going forwards. Cardiff splinter apart, and the maul's now really moving, almost up to halfway. Wilson has replaced Kerrod, and it's now advantage for a collapse at the maul.
Yes, agree, holding. Leave it, Dan. Leave it. No, Marcus. No.
Look at the niggle between the two tens.
Hey, calm down. All right?
Magician.
You have the penalty.
And the old warhorse.
Smith giving a bit of a bit of lip to fish. So Smith will got clear for the line. About 3.5 minutes left in the game. It's a decent kick there from Smith inside the Cardiff 22.
Playing for a vets team on a Sunday afternoon, you're scoring 4 tries and setting up 9. Sort of bloke who never loses touch.
Let's go, Quins!
At the other end of the experience spectrum, Ethan Lloyd, 20-year-olds, Wales age group scrum half is on for Thomas Williams.
Thomas Williams being replaced by Lloyd, 20 years old. Quite a moment to bring him on. If Harlequins can get one more try, they'll be happy with today. So they throw to the middle, and they set another maul. So at the back with Musk now. Maul's not really... No, it's starting to move forward slightly now. Cardiff have splintered again. And I have a feeling they'll give away a penalty here. Jaltema takes it off the back, out to Smith, who whips it out to Green. Whips it out to Green, and Green tries to go over in the corner, but just can't make it. Jaltema out to, who's 20? Chaolani. Jaltema again. Hits Hobson. Jaltema. Will Dombrandt manage to get a hat trick? You kind of want him to. Taulani. Jaltema recycles again. He's darted back inside, but he's caught. His knees on the ground, so they have to release him. Give it to Dombrandt. Oh, no, I think Dombrandt's gone off. Esterhazen. Esterhazen powers his way to the line and scores. And the South African gets his name on the score sheet. Oh, man, I miss Esterhazen playing for the Sharks. Oh, God, I miss him.
I just wondered, Quins' forward pack was steaming towards the line. I wondered if Lewis Jaltema's option to move the ball away would end up being the right one. Fantastic.
No, Dombrandt's still on. I thought that. I would love to have seen him get a hat trick.
Little check here, buys it, still gets there. Fantastic defence. In the end, too much power. Too much power from Esterhazen ultimately. We said that before, we'll say it again. And there will be some that say the scoreline doesn't reflect the game. I think it probably does reflect the game reasonably well, because the first half, Cardiff 17-all was about right at half-time. It's a fantastic 40 minutes of rugby, but since then the Harlequins pack have taken control somewhat when they've had the chance to
And
pull up their jumpers at more.
Smith obviously converts 43-17. 60 points scored in this game so far.
Cardiff have represented themselves excellently, but Quins have really streaked away in this second half.
Yeah, I think that's true. The first half was a really good match, a really good arm wrestle, but Harlequins have just completely just taken it away from them in the second half, especially the second half of the second half. It took them a while to get on the board after the halftime, but since then, since they got that first score, they're steaming away with it now. Oh, and Esterhazen knocks it on. Oh, no, it's called back. It's called flat. Liner's after it. Liner's picked it up, and Liner's gone in the corner. Off an absolute opportunist try. I would have called that a knock-on from Esterhazen, so I don't think it will be a try. But we'll see. I'm quite interested to find out, but I think it was a knock-on from Esterhazen. I think it went forward. That's fine. That's fine. So it's here. Ooh.
He loses 4. You can see he loses before the line. It goes over the line.
Check this one here, Frank, to make sure.
Yeah. Lost forward. Lost forward by Esterhazen. It won't be a try. Yeah, that wasn't a pass. So it'll be a Cardiff scrum on, I think, Harlequins 22. Unfortunately for Lewis Liner, because that was quality from what he did, but unfortunately, he's not going to get the 5-pointer. Let's see. Will Harlequins just kick it out? Cardiff will try and play for a try, obviously. Oh, it's on halfway, sorry. Will Harlequins just kick it out? Or if they get the ball, or they try and go for another try? I'd like to see them try. And this will be the last movement of the game. Or last play of the game, rather. And then we'll have a quick recap, and then a review video will be out a bit later. Cardiff have got the ball out the back of the scrum. Fish out the back. That to Josh Adams, who's caught. I don't see Cardiff scoring here, but you never know. Oof, almost dropped by Cardiff, and no, they still got it. Lloyd at the back. That was in from the side, but not called by the ref. Fish with just a loopy kick, and that will be the end of the game. And that is it. Solid win in the end from Harlequins. Cardiff can be very proud of themselves, considering they played a decent game. The first half, they were a very good side. But, you know, Harlequins forwards just came into the game in the second half and were brutal. And it's a bonus point victory for Harlequins. I thought Marcus Smith was brilliant. Tyron Green was good. Don Brent, obviously, star of the match. Incredible game. But there was a hell of a grind in the second half, and I think both teams will be fairly happy with how this game went. I mean, obviously, Cardiff would have liked to have won it, no doubt. But, you know, I feel for them, but also with the team they've got, they're doing okay. That wasn't a bad score for the team they have. And so Cardiff are bottom of the log after 2 games, and Harlequins are top after 2 games.
Heineken Champions Cup, Cardiff. Just to remind you that the top 8 As it stands, in each group, we'll go through to the round of 16.
So,
9, 10, and
good
11
game there from both
drop
teams.
down into the
Unfortunately,
finish
Cardiff
12,
just,
which
you know, they just do not have the players at the moment, which is unfortunate for them. But they're building. They're building their new players, and there were some really good cameos from their new players today. So the review will be out soon of the game. And thanks for joining. Check you guys later.